Irish Folklore and History by Tyke, Julia, Siddharth, Matthew and Cuin.
An example of Irish folklore is St. Patrick. On the 17th of March, Irish men and women celebrate the St. Patrick, who banished all the snakes from Ireland. The Irish also celebrate Ireland's struggle and patriotism. Leprechauns are common on St. Patrick's Day. They are fairies who look like old men, and if you caught one, you'll get their pot of gold.
The Iron Age Celts were a tribe of people who lived all over Europe about 2,000 years ago. At one time you could find tribes of Celts in modern-day Spain, France and Russia. About 500 AD, the ancient Celts migrated and settled in modern-day Ireland, Wales, Scotland and the Isle of Man. They lived in small farming communities. They never built cities. They were fierce warriors. But they never founded an empire. The Celts were a proud and honourable people. The Celts are credited with the invention of soap. They loved music and they loved to boast. They loved to make up stories, especially stories about little people, fairies, elves and leprechauns. Their culture lives on today in music, dance, story and song.
How did the 1916 Rising start? The Rising was launched by Irish Republicans to end British rule in Ireland and establish an independent Irish Republic. It was the most significant uprising in Ireland since the Rebellion of 1798 and the first armed action of the Irish Revolutionary.
1916 Rising leaders. The Rising was very unpopular in Dublin and throughout the rest of Ireland. This changed when the British executed 16 leaders of the Rising after a court-martial in Camanum jail.
Here are the 16 leaders who were executed. Padraig Pearse, Thomas J. Clarke, Joseph Mary Plunkett, Edward Daly, Michael Ho Hanrahan, William Pearse, John MacBride, James Connolly, Thomas MacDonagh, Con Colbert, Eamon Kent, Michael Mallon, Sean Houston, Thomas Kent, Sean McDermott, Roger Casement.
What happened here? This is a picture from the 1916 Rising after a battle on the streets of Dublin in the city centre.
The Vikings were from Sweden, Denmark and Norway. This group of countries are known as Scandinavia. The Vikings were adventurers and explorers who searched for wealth and hoped to expand their territory, which was from Russia as far as northern Europe. If they really liked the land, they settled there, for example, Ireland. The Vikings came to Ireland in 795 AD.